Gyan Ganga, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, continuation, page 336. Now the Queen was worried, was doing jap with devotion, and Kal came in Gurudev's form by acquiring Kabir Sahib, Karunamay, Sahib's appearance, and called out Indramati, Indramati. Now she was already scared, kept on doing Simran. She did not look at Kal. When it looked at him after 2 minutes, Kal's form changed and his actual face became visible. He did not have Karunamay Sahib's appearance any more. And when Kal saw that his form had changed, he then realized that she has some powerful mantra. He left saying, "I'll see you some other time. You have been saved this time." The Queen became very happy and was delighted, and she told her maidservants that I was supposed to die, but my Gurudev saved me. She went to the king and said that I was going to die today. My Gurudev saved me. Kal had come to take me. The king said, "You're always doing dramas. If Kal had come, would he have left you? These saints just mislead you." Now, how could the Queen accept what the king said? The Queen went to her room and lay down in happiness, and after some time Kal come again, as a snake, and stung the Queen. Soon as the snake stung the Queen, she became aware of it, and the Queen screamed, "A snake has stung me!" Servants came running. Snake went out through a hole, through a small outlet for water, before their eyes. After calling her Gurudev, the Queen fainted, and Karunamay God Kabir Sahibji appeared there, and he recited a mantra just to show others he can restore one to life, even without a mantra. He does not need any incantations, and restored Indramati to life. The Queen felt immensely grateful that all Banditur had I not been in your refuge today, I would have died. Supreme God Kabir said, "Indramati, I would not have even let this Kal enter your house. He would not have even attacked you. But you would not have trusted me. You would have thought that no crisis had come over me. Guruji has given me Naam by misleading me. Therefore I have given you a slight jolt. Otherwise, daughter, you would have developed faith. You would not have developed faith." God Kabir, Karunamay, said that now when I will wish, then you will die. Garibdas Ji says, this Kal is afraid of God Kabir, Supreme God Kabir, and this death, Jur, dusts Kabir Sahib's shoes, i.e., is equivalent to a servant. Then applies that dust on her head and says that I will not only go to your devotee. This Kal, who is the Lord, Brahma, of the 21 Brahmans, and who is the father of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, he grinds the flour of my Kabir Sahib, is a definite servant, and Jura fetches water for my Kabir Sahib, is a maid servant. These two real servants are in my Supreme God Kabir's court. After a few days, Karunamay God Kabir Sahibji came again and granted Satnam to Queen Indramati. After some time, seeing Queen Indramati's intense devotion, Karunamay Ji gave her Sarnam. They made her attain Shabd. Supreme God Kabir used to visit Queen Indramati from time to time. Indramati used to request, "Please advise my king, my husband. If he also agrees and comes in your feet, then my life will become successful." Kabir Sahib requested, "Chandra Vijay, you should also take Naam. This kingdom and luxuries of 2 days. Then a living being will go in 84 lakh births of various life forms." Chandra Vijay said, "Lord, I will not take Naam, and I will not restrict your disciple whether she may give the whole treasury in charity or organize any type of satsang. I will not oppose it. God Kabir, Karunamay asked, why will you not take Nam? King Chandra Vijay replied, I have to attend parties of big kings. Karunamay God Kabir ji asked, what hindrance will Nam cause in going to the parties? Go to the assemblies, eat cashew nuts, drink milk, juice, but do not consume alcohol. Drinking alcohol is a heinous sin. But the king did not agree. On Queen's request, Karunamay God Kabir ji again advised the king that without Nam, this life will be wasted. You may take Nam. The king again said, Guruji, don't ask me to take Nam. I'll not object your disciple. No matter how much charity she does or how many satsangs she gets done. Sahib said, daughter, seeing the pleasure of 2 days, his mind has become corrupt. You remain devoted in God's feet. Get your welfare done. Here, nobody is anybody's wife or husband. It's a relationship of 2 days based on the previous deeds. Perform virtuous deeds and get your welfare done, daughter. When Indramanti turned into an 80-year-old woman, when actually she had to die at 40 years of age, when the body also started shaking, then Karunamay Sahibji said, now tell Indramati, what do you want? Do you want to go to Satlok? Indramati replied, Supreme God, I am ready. I am completely ready. Karunamay Sahibji asked, do you have any attachment in your grandchildren? The Queen replied, not at all, Supreme God. You have given such a pure knowledge. Now what should I wish for in this bad world? Supreme God Kabir, Karunamay Ji said, come, daughter. The Queen died. Supreme God Kabir, Karunamay Bandichur took Queen Indramati's soul up. There is a Mansarovar lake in this very Brahman. The soul has to be bathed in that Mansarovar. Supreme God Kabir, appearing in Guru form, keeps the living being at the Mansarovar for some time. And Supreme God Kabir Bandichurji then asked Indramati, if you have any desire in this world, then you will have to take birth again. If you have any desire left in your mind, then you cannot go to Satlok. Indramati said, Sahib, you are omniscient. I do not have any desire. Only have the desire of your feet, but I have in doubt in my mind that my husband never objected me in any of the religious acts. Otherwise, today's husbands cause hindrance to their wives. If he had forbidden me, then I would not have come to your feet. I would not have got my welfare done. If he gets any benefit for his cooperation in this auspicious act, then also have mercy on him sometime. Supreme God Kabir saw that this fool has again got stuck due to him. And God Kabir said, all right, daughter, you stay here for 2 to 4 years. 2 years later, even the king started dying because he had not taken Nam, and the messengers of Yam came, and the king felt dizzy and fell in the courtyard. The messengers of Yam strangled him, and because of being strangled, the king choked, and his feces and urine came out. Karunamay God Kabir Sahibji said to the queen, look, what is the state of your king? God Kabir Karunamayji was sowing from Mansarovar. On seeing all that, the queen said, please see, Lord, if he gets any reward for his cooperation in bhakti, have mercy. The queen still had some affection for him. God Kabir Karunamayji thought that she will again get entangled in Kal's trap. Thinking this, God Kabir from Mansarovar went there, where King Chandra Vijay was lying unconscious in his palace. The Yamduts, messengers of Yam, were taking his life. On God Kabir's arrival, the Yamduts flew in the sky, like vultures from a dead body. Chandra Vijay regained consciousness. Karunamay Sahibji was standing in front. He was only visible to Chandra Vijay, and not to anyone else. And Chandra Vijay fell at his feet, started begging, please forgive me. Beneficent, save my life. Because he saw that now he is going to die. The eyes of this living being open when he realizes that things have actually gone wrong. Please forgive me. Save my life, Master. God, Kabir said, King, today also the condition is same. Even that day the condition was shame. You will have to take Naam. The king said, I will take Naam. I will take it just now. And God Kabir gave him Naam Upadesh and said that now I will give you a life of 2 years. If even a single breath will be missed in it, then again the punishments of your deeds will remain. Because of the previous deeds of the cooperation in auspicious actions in the Simran, for 2 years with devotion, God Kabir, by providing all the free Naams to Chandra Vijay, also took him across. Hail Supreme God Kabir! Jai Bandichu! Supreme God Kabir increases the life of a true devotee and also protects his family. It's been proved from the above-mentioned description. These evidences are of a very early times. In the present time, a common man does not believe this. Read the numerous evidence of removal of sufferings and increment in age in present time by Satguru Rampal Ji, by the power of Venerable Supreme God Kabir, in this very book under the topic True Path to the Misled. The secret of the Holy Purans. To understand the Purans, please bear in mind that Sri Brahma Puran, Sri Vishnu Puran and Sri Shiv Puran begin from the Leela of Brahma, who has been called Pratham Avyakt, first unmanifested in Gita Adhyay 7 Slok 25, who says in Gita Adhyay 11 Slok 32 that I am Kal. He is also called Sapurush and Jot Niranjan. He only is also called Sadashiv, i.e. Kal form Brahm. He only by making one Brahmlok in a Brahmand lives in its upper part. He only is called Mahavishnu, Mahabrahma, Mahashiv. And that area is called Kasi. In that only forming 3 places, Rajagun dominated, Satagun dominated, Tamagun dominated, keeping his wife Durga, Mahalakshmi, with him, giving rise to the 3 sons Rajagun Sri Brahma, Satagun Sri Vishnuji and Tamgun Sri Shivji, makes them unconscious, keeps them rearing them in the unconscious state. On becoming young, brings Sri Brahmaji into consciousness on a lotus flower, Sri Vishnuji on a snake bed, and Sri Shivji on a Kailash mountain. These 3 gods themselves do not know who is their originator. This Kala Brahm only acquiring the Vishnu form, giving rise to a lotus from his navel, keeps Sri Brahmaji on it and brings him into consciousness. He only, whenever he wishes, becomes visible by assuming Sri Brahma, Sri Vishnu, Sri Shiv form. This Kal never appears in his original form, which he had shown while giving the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ji. There's evidence in Gita Adhyay 10 and 11, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita Adhyay 11 Slok 47-48. It has been said that, O Arjan, neither has anyone seen this original Kal form of mine before except you, and nor can anyone see in the future. This I have shown you by doing a favour. My, Brahms, this Kal form of 1,000 arms and eyes, can never be seen by the methods like Yagya, Jap, of Om, Nam, mentioned in the Vedas. The purport is that God cannot be attained by the methods mentioned in the Vedas. Therefore Rishis and Maharishis, considering the Om, Nam, in the Vedas to be that for attaining God, did intense sadhanas of yoga and jap of Om, Nam for attaining God, but did not see Brahm. Someone saw the light of Kamals, lotuses, someone saw the Jot, light, in the body, and heard the duns, the tunes, which is called Brahm's trick. Some, on seeing the light emitting from the 1,000 yots, lights of the Sahar Kamal, a lotus with 1,000 petals, considered to be the attainment of God. For example, in some place 1,000 bulbs of the same colour are lit, placed next to each other in a round circle. From a distance, it appears to be a mass of light to a person. On going very close, one finds that it is the light of the bulbs. Similarly, some worshippers, by concentrating inside the body through Hatha Yoga, and seeing some fireworks, consider it to be the attainment of God. Considering the web of Kal as bliss, they ruin their precious lives. It's clearly mentioned in the Vedas that Supreme God has a body. There is evidence in Yajur Veda Adhyay 1, Mantra 15, Adhyay 5, Mantra 1. Agni Tanurasi, Visnive Tvas Somasya Tanurasi. Its literal meaning is that Supreme God has a body, Eternal Purush, Sat Purush, has a body, for nurturing, i.e. Supreme God is in form. Therefore the sages did intense sadhanas for seeing God, but God cannot be attained by the method mentioned in the Vedas. Therefore until now all the worshippers and the sages compose books of their experiences, which is against the knowledge of Vedas. Now the entire devotee society, instead of the holy Vedas, has become based on the knowledge of the books composed by the experiences of other Maharajas or saints. Brahma, giver of the knowledge of the holy Vedas, and Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ji, is saying that the three gunas, the Rajagun Brahma Ji, Satagun Vishnu Ji, Tamagun Shiv Ji, are not worthy of being worshipped as deities, because these are also perishable and give the fruit of action as destined. They cannot forgive, destroy sins. Their worshippers have to bear the destined sufferings, although by the worship of these three gods, transitory worldly pleasures are obtained. But one does not get complete salvation. And those who have faith in the short-lived benefits obtained from these three gods, Sri Brahma Ji, Sri Vishnu Ji, Sri Shiv Ji, they, equipped with demonic nature, the lowest among men, the evildoers, the fools, don't even worship me. Kal, Brahm. Evidence in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Adhyay 7, Slok 12 to 15. Because a worshipper of Brahm, on the basis of the earnings of his Naam, and virtuous lives for a long time in a Mahesh Varg, built in the Brahm law. Therefore Kali is saying that I can give more relief than the three gods. But this Brahm Lok and Kal are also perishable. It's been said in Gita Adhyay 8, Slok 16, that up to Brahm Lok, all the loks are destructible. And in Gita Adhyay 2, Slok 12, and Adhyay 4, Slok 5, Brahm, the giver of the knowledge of Gita, is himself saying that even I have birth and death, and I am perishable. Therefore, it is said in Holy Gita Adhyay 7, Slok 18, that the fourth type of my Brahm's worshippers, who are Gyani, they come to know on the basis of the knowledge of the Vedas that only one supreme God is worshipable as a deity. He only is the destroyer of the sins and the giver of the complete salvation. And human body has been given for the attainment of God. They themselves drew a conclusion from the Vedas that Om is the only mantra for attaining God. They even sacrificed their bodies by doing sadhana with this Om mantra for thousands of years, but did not see God, got other achievements. They attained some siddhs, supernatural powers, and got high posts in heaven. Then on depletion of the earnings of good deeds and the fruit of worship, again, birth and death, the intense sufferings in the bodies of 84 lakh forms, and experience of the results of the sinful deeds in hell also remained. In Holy Yajur Veda Adhyay 40, Mantra 10, Holy Gita Adhyay 4, Mantra 34, Brahm, the giver of the knowledge of both the aforesaid scriptures, is saying that I, Kal, do not know about the Supreme God. For complete information about that Supreme God, for Tat Gyan, and for information about the method of attaining the Supreme God, about the path of complete salvation, search for Tadasi saints. Then whatever way of worship they tell, do it. After that one should search for that Parampad of Parameshwar, supreme state of the Supreme God. having gone where the worshippers do not return again to the world. After where, attaining complete salvation, forever become free from birth and death, and the sufferings of 84 lakh births, various life forms, and the pain of the sufferings of hell, and on attaining complete peace go to Sasvatam, Stanam, eternal lock, Satlock. Evidence, Gita Adhyay 15, Slok 1-4, Gita Adhyay 18, Slok 62, Rig Ved Mandal 1, Sukt 24, Mantra 1 and 2. Because of not getting a Tadasi saint, all the sages, even after doing sadhana according to the Veds, remain in intense suffering. Therefore in Gita Adhyay 7, Slok 18, it is said that those who are knowledgeable, Gyani souls, they are indeed noble, because they do sadhana for the attainment of God, with body, mind, wealth, according to the Veds, but they are also dependent on the benefits obtained from Kal Brahm's Anuttamam, very bad state, as a result of which they cannot get completely liberated. Birth and death and the sufferings in the bodies of various living creatures, and in hell on the basis of deeds can never end. Jyot Niranjan Kal Brahm has pledged that I will never appear before anyone in my actual Kal form by any way of worship. Therefore this Kal form, Brahm, only by becoming visible in the form of his sons, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv, performs different roles. And because of this, other people think that God Vishnu performed this Leela. And sometimes say that Sri Brahma performed this Leela. And sometimes say that Sri Shiv did this Leela. Like a common man says that Sri Brahmaji originated from the navel of Sri Vishnuji on a lotus. At that time, Kal, in the form of Sri Vishnuji, had manifested the lotus from his navel. In Brahma Puran, Adhyay named Srishti Karvanan, description of creation, Sri Lamhasan Rishi, who is also called Sutaji, has narrated the knowledge heard from his Gurudev. Sri Vyas Rishi, Sri Vyasji heard it from Sri Naradji, and Sri Naradji had gained information from his father, Sri Brahmaji. Sri Brahmaji himself does not know where he originated. Sri Devi Mahapuran, 3rd Skand. This does not mean that the knowledge of the Purans is wrong. The knowledge which Sri Brahmaji has given after gaining consciousness, it is correct up to that level. But the knowledge of the time prior to gaining consciousness is a baseless story. Lokaved. The Tat Gyan and the knowledge of the actual creation of nature, which Supreme God, by appearing in the form of a Tadasi saint named Sat Sukrit in the first Sat Yug, had given to Sri Brahmaji and Sri Manuji, and they turned a deaf ear to it. Thereafter, when the descendants of Sri Brahmaji started asking him, then on the basis of that hearsay knowledge, with some adulteration, he has delivered the knowledge of the former time, because of which no Puran is equipped with conclusive knowledge. From some Puran it is proved that Sri Vishnuji originated from Sri Brahmaji. From some Puran it is proved that Sri Brahmaji originated from Sri Vishnuji, etc., etc. Because of this very reason, all the sages and Sri Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv also are in doubt. Fight between Sri Brahmaji and Sri Vishnuji. Sri Shiv Puran, Vidyeswar Sanita Adhyay 6, translator Deen Dayal Sarma, publisher, Ramayan Press, Mumbai, page 67, and editor Pandit Ramlang Pandi, Visarad, publisher, Savitri Thakur, publication, Rafyatra Vanasi, Brants Nati Imli Varanasi, Vidyeswar Sanita, Adhyay 6, page 54, and translator Dr. Brahmanand Tripathi, Sahitya Ayurved, Jyotish Acharya, publisher Chukamba Sanskrit Pratistan, 38 UA Jawar Nagar, Bungalow Road, Delhi, Sanskrit Sahitya Puran, Vidyeswar Sanita, Adhyay 6, page number 45. This above-mentioned account has been excerpted from the Shiv Puran of Gita Press, Gorakhpur, but it is correct in the one with the original Sanskrit, which has been mentioned above, and in Shiv Puran of other two editors and publishers. Sri Brahmaji came to Sri Vishnuji, and at that time Sri Vishnuji, along with Lakshmi, was sleeping on a snake bed. Servants were also sitting next to them. Sri Brahmaji said to Sri Vishnuji, "Son, get up. See, your father has come. I am your lord." On this, Vishnuji said, "Come, sit. I am your father. Why has your face become crooked?" Brahmaji said, "O son, now you have become arrogant. I am not only your guardian, but I am the father of the entire universe." Sri Vishnuji said, "Thief, what superiority are you boasting of? The entire universe resides in me. You originated from the lotus on my navel, and are talking like this to me only." And after saying this, both the gods started fighting with each other with weapons. They attacked on each other's chest. On seeing this, Shiv, Kal form Brahma, placed a bright ling, phallus, between the two. Then their fight stopped. Please think. In Sri Shiv Puran, Sri Vishnu Puran, and Sri Brahma Puran, and Sri Devi Mahapuran, there are descriptions of the divine acts, the Leela, of the lives of the three gods, and Sadashiv, Kal form Brahma, and Devi, Shiva, Prakriti, based on these only. All the sages and gurus used to deliver knowledge. If someone imparts knowledge different from the holy Purans, then because of being opposite to the syllabus, it is useless. The description of the above-mentioned fight is from Holy Shiv Puran, in which both the gods are quarrelling, like 5-year-old kids. They say that you are my son. The second one says, "You are my son. I am your father." Then holding each other's collar, fight by punching and kicking. The same is the character of the lords of the three locks. The aforesaid three Purans, Sri Brahma Puran, Sri Vishnu Puran, and Sri Shiv Puran, begin from Kal form Brahma, i.e. Jot Niranjan only, who lives in Brahmlock, acquiring Mahabrahma, Mahavishnu, Mahashiv form, and also performs his divine act, Leela, in the above-mentioned forms. He keeps his actual Kal form hidden, and later there is a description of the Leelas, the divine acts of Rajagun Brahmaji, Satagun Vishnuji, Tamagun Shivji, on the basis of the above-mentioned knowledge. It will become easier to understand the Holy Puran. Sri Vishnu Puran. Translator Sri Munilal Gupt. Publisher Govind Bhawan, Karalilaya, Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Sri Vishnu Puran's knowledge has been said by Sri Parasa Rishiji to Sri Matri Rishiji. Sri Parasa Rishiji, soon after getting married, took a firm decision of abandoning home and doing sadhana in the forest. His wife said, "Just now we have got married, and you are leaving home. Go for sadhana after having children." Sri Parasa Rishi said that after having children, after doing sadhana, will produce an offspring with noble instincts. After some time I will send my power, semen, for you through some bird. You may accept it. On saying this, abandoned home and departed to the forest. After 1 year of sadhana, taking out his semen and encasing in a leaf of a tree, protecting the semen by the power of his mantra, said to a crow, that "Go and give this leaf to my wife." Carrying it to the crow, was flying over a river. That leaf fell in a river from his beak. A fish ate it. A few months later, a boatman caught the fish and cut it. A girl came out of it. The boatman named the girl as Satyavati. The same girl, because of being born from the stomach of a fish, was also known as Matsodri. The boatman brought Satyavati up as his daughter. The crow, on returning, narrated the whole account to Sri Parasaji, that another crow tried to snatch the semen-filled leaf from me, consider it to be a piece of flesh, because of which it fell in the river and immediately a fish ate it. When after finishing sadhana, Sri Parasaji was returning after 16 years, and he called the boatman for crossing the river and said, "Quickly take me across the river. My wife is waiting for me." At that time the boatman was having food, and the 14-year-old girl born from Sri Parasa Rishi's seed from a fish was present there, holding food for her father. The boatman knew that a rishi who comes after doing sadhana meditation, tapasya, is equipped with siddhi, supernatural powers. If his orders are not obeyed quickly, he gives curse. The boatman said, Rishivar, I am eating food. To leave unfinished food is disrespect to the Andev, food god. I will incur sin. But Sri Parasaji did not pay a slightest attention to what he said, and seeing Rishi very eager, the boatman told his young doctor to take Rishi-ji across. On getting father's order, his daughter took Rishi Parasaji in the boat and set off. On reaching the middle of the river, Rishi Parasaji expressed a desire to perform an evil act with that girl, born from his own seed power from a fish, with his own daughter. The girl also used to hear the tales of people afflicted by the curse given by angry rishis from her foster boatman father. Trembling with fear of curse, the girl said to Rishi-ji, You are Brahmin. I am a daughter of a Sudra. Rishi Parasaji said, No problem. To save her honour, the girl again made an excuse, Rishivar, my body smells of fish. Rishi Parasaji finished the smell by his supernatural power. And the girl said, People are watching on both the ends. Rishi Parasaji, taking water of river Ganga in his hand, threw it in the sky, created fog by his supernatural power. He fulfilled the desire. The girl apprised her foster father of the whole incident through her foster mother, and told that Rishi told his name to be Parasha, and himself to be the grandson of Rishi Vasisth-ji. And when the time arrived, Sri Vyas Rishi-ji was born from the womb of the unmarried girl. Sri Vishnu Puran has been composed by that same Sri Parasaji. Sri Parasaji told that old Matri, the knowledge that I am going to narrate to you, Daks, etc. Munis, seers had narrated this very topic to King Purukuch on the bank of a river Narmada. Purukuch to Sarasvat, and Sarasvat had said to me, Sri Parasaji has said in Sri Vishnu Puran, first Adhyay, slok number 31, page number 3, that this universe has originated from Vishnu. It is situated in him only. He only is the composer of its state and rhythm. In Adhyay 2, slok 15, 16, on page 4, it is said that Dvid, the first form of Parabrahm, appears to be like Purush, i.e. God, but manifested to appear in Mahavishnu form, and unmanifested to reside in the invisible form, in the actual Kal form, in the 21st Brahman, are his other forms, and Kal is his main form. God Vishnu presents in Kal form and manifested and unmanifested form. This is his childlike exploits. And we will finish there on page 348.